I want you to judge this matter holistically. I want you to judge it without sentiments. Now, a young man called Isreal, aka Isreal DMW. This young man is Davido's aide, and ever since he came into Davido's life, his own life changed for better. He's from Edo State, and we have been told that Davido's mom hails from Edo State. So probably there is a relationship, or somehow they are relatives or something, but I don't want to go into that one. This young man got married, and the marriage did not last. It broke. First, we were hearing things like, the reason the marriage broke apart is because the wife wanted to take money that they sprayed, money that they gave them, money gift that they gave to them during their party, their wedding, that she said the money belongs to her, and that is the culture, that is the tradition. Okay, let us leave that and file it somewhere. Now, in a lengthy post on his Instagram account, Isreal DMW shared details of how he met his estranged wife, Sheila, on February 2022, adding that she moved out of his house on August 8, 2023. He also claimed that some months after the wedding, Sheila started showing her authentic self and wanted to set standards for him. His words, I'm going to say it exactly: marrying a lady because you met her during evangelism as a virgin, a pastor's daughter, a member of the same Winners Chapel church, might not guarantee anything peace at all. Don't be eager or quick to trust people. People can change at any time. People can be very ungrateful and deceptive. I met Sheila on February 19, 2023. We became friends, which later became intimate. She told me she would only lose her virginity to the man that would marry her, since our Ugep Cross River mother, who is now 41, had earlier married 2 different men with 2 kids before marrying her father, and that she was overdue at 21 for marriage. We fully agreed with her terms and conditions. Immediately, I upgraded her situation by giving her 300k and replacing her tattered phone of less than 60k with new iPhone 12 Pro Max of 860k in less than 2 weeks. I later also replaced the 12 Pro Max with a brand new 14 Pro Max of about 1.2 million that she uses to slay. I did a lot of shopping for her, bought her clothes and bags, including expensive human hairs she's using without sleeping with her then. I later proposed and she fully accepted. We later did a legal introduction, traditional, and the European wedding in Benin City. Sheila immediately changed by showing her authentic self after our wedding and wanting to set standards for me. She now felt she was blown as Juju wife, fully verified on Instagram, with more followers from her earlier struggling 3k followers when I met her. Well, Sheila would always enter my Oga DM to discredit me. She keep showing everyone my Oga chat that Oga doesn't like me at all, that Oga said is even tired of me. I was fully the one that even introduced her to Oga. That Oga now is Davido. I was the one who told Oga to start following her back on IG. People should be careful of Sheila and her parents. They are fully gold diggers. They extorted me. They want to look to another IS bidder to sell their daughter to again. Now, let us also go into some other parts. I mean, we have to be balanced here. According to Sheila said that her husband should stop rolling himself on the floor, stop prostrating for Davido. Yes, Davido is your boss, you work for him, but put yourself in that position of respect too. You are a human being, you are a man, you are my husband. I don't expect you to be crawling on the floor. Imagine we go to meet Davido or visit Davido, and you, my husband, you are sleeping on the floor, crawling on the floor, pretending this false humility, always kneeling down, flattening yourself on the floor. Do you expect me to start kneeling down for Davido because his father is rich and he's also rich and famous. No, this is not supposed to be. Respect is reciprocal. But stop this. This is one of the arguments or the problem between the duo, between two of them. But what is the standard? As you heard when I read what he said, what is the standard of a thing? This is the standard. Like, you cannot do certain things anymore. There are ways to behave. Do not act as if you are a slave. Enough is enough. These are the words of Sheila to her husband. Apart from other issues that she probably might be talking to Davido about, like, I don't know why he did this. He came home, he slapped me. He came home, he did. I'm not saying they've both reported this, but I'm just saying what DM is saying. I mean, what would she be telling Davido? What is it that she will be mouthing him for? This is wrong. You do not do this. You do not slide into the DM of someone's boss and you begin to say certain things. Apart from this friendship of a thing that she probably might be trying to, kind of, if you know what I mean. But anyway, about the prostrating. Yeah, if this is what he does to get what he needs in life, I think he will prostrate till the end of the world, because it's not everyone. He might have been told, look, this is your key, humility. It doesn't matter if people believe in your humility or not. Just remain humble, kneel down, prostrate, do everything. You will get what you want. And don't forget that human beings like to be worshipped. Yes, not only demons want worship, not only that your deity in your village, in your family wants worship. Human beings also wants to be worshipped. They want people to honor them. They want people to prostrate for them. So if this young guy realizes that this is the way to get into the heart of Davido, to get past anything, to get anything at all from Davido, he will prostrate, because that is his key. She needs to understand that she is not a financial powerhouse. It's your man that brings money to the house, and the way he brings the money is by prostrating for whoever, anyhow. If you are feeling like, no, put yourself up, that is the beginning of poverty. That's the beginning of poverty. Because let us assume that something happens between Davido and this guy. That prostrating alone will solve the problem. He will lay on the floor, twist on the floor, roll on the floor. There is nothing he won't do on the floor, like, Ogami, I beg, please. This is how he gets into the heart of Davido. He has done his own work. He has gone to find out. And he has been told, maintain that humility. And common sense is like, what is he really doing for Davido? What is he really doing for Davido? Okay, maybe there are certain things that he needs to handle here and there for him. He does all of this, and he has gotten opportunity to travel abroad, go on the private jet, do things, so it's a crazy thing. Now, this young man has not said that when I eventually married her, she's not a virgin. It's about the peace. So let us applaud her for that at least she maintained it. Like, look, let's get married before you try to bench me. That's okay. We applaud her for that one. But I kind of think that maybe DM, or what is his name, probably he has some, characters that needs to be dealt with. Also, some attitude that he needs to work on. Very important. Some character behavior that he also needs to work upon. Regardless of his, we are prostrating on the floor, he could probably have some behavior. And of course, all of them are hiding their behavior until they got married. And this is how it used to be. Now, talking about age. Age has nothing to do with who is your boss or not. Respect your boss regardless of the age. There is nowhere age provides food on your table. So you just look at social media now. The brain behind maybe YouTube, the brain behind some of these platforms that we use, These are young people who have done excellently. Are you now going to say that that person will now begin to prostrate? No. Now I understand that some people who are not from this culture will look at it like, why should I ever prostrate on the floor for another person because he pays my bill? Not because I do it for free. I work and he pays my bill. I do understand that if you are from the West or you grew up in Europe, America, in the West in general, that is not their culture. You don't bootlick. That is bootlicking someone because he's your boss. But you need to understand that the kind of job that this guy does for Davido is something. Of course, they've known each other's they've known each other's way of doing things. They both know each other's way of doing things. But if you look at it, if you really look at it, it doesn't cost Davido anything to send him off, send him out, send him off, send him away. So the guy knows what he's doing. Like, both of you, I don't really know. You are Davido's age, you work for him, you do the job for him, you do this for him. Yes, if they started without prostrating on the floor, it's a different thing. If he begins to stop prostrating on the floor, Davido might wake up one day and say, this guy is beginning to be proud. Let me look for somebody else. And that is the end. You only hear about him and we'll begin to talk about it on social media. You see? And because Davido is rich, whatever he says stands. This guy will be blacklisted. Who is going to give him job? He travels abroad. Anyhow, visa, stamp. He gets paid. Things are working for him. So the guy, if it is to kneel down to rise, I think he will. It's as simple as that. That is his own journey in life. If he's now smart, he can now begin to put things together for his own self to rise, to be self-sufficient. Then, if anything happens, if someone says, oh, you are not prostrating anymore, you are now beginning to be proud, then you will not have something to rely on. But if there is nothing and you say the person should not be humble, madam, don't put him in trouble. Although both of them are not together anymore. So guys, what do you think about this one? Drop your comment.